Okay, we should have already covered this before, so this should be continued review and practice. But we are going to be looking and determining if each graph has a constant or varying rate of change. Remember, constant means linear, varying is nonlinear. And usually some clues in a word problem is a varying rate of change would have a percentage. So those are things that you should look for. Constant or varying, and percents are usually varying. If a graph has a constant rate of change, we have to state if it is positive or negative. So let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Sorry. So this one looks like it is not constant. So we will say varying. It has a varying rate of change. This one is a constant rate of change. And I need to think about whether or not it goes downhill or uphill. So this is constant. And since it's going downhill, that is negative. You can write it wherever you choose to on your paper, preferably like underneath or something like that. But that is what we're doing for all of these, is we are making sure that we have the answers to them. Push pause, make a prediction, come back and see if you are correct. This one is not constant. It's not a straight line, so it's not linear. So it is variable or varying rate of change. And I can't tell if it's positive or negative because it does both. Oh, it has lines for you to write these on. We'll move these out of the way. So sorry. Okay, this one is constant and positive constant rate of change. I want you to look at this one right here. And it is positive variable rate of change. You know that because it is going uphill, but it is not going uphill at, I'm having the hardest time writing with this. It is not going uphill in a straight line, so it is a variable rate of change. Number 6 looks like it is definitely constant because it is a straight line, so it is constant. And since it is going down, that is constant negative rate of change. And we'll continue. These want you to circle which ones are linear functions. So we're just wanting to know which one is linear on these. So that's not a line. That's not a line. This is linear. So it's a constant positive. Same thing below. If we look at these, which of the following graphs represent a non-linear function? So really having a hard time with the writing. So as you can tell, that's a line, so it's linear. That's a line, so it's linear. That's a line, so it's linear. So the answer to this one will be this. You're going to flip the page over. I assume there's 2 sides. And we're dealing with the same thing. You need to know if it is positive, negative, if it's linear or nonlinear. So write what you think, come back. This is positive linear rate of change, or positive constant rate of change, sorry. This one is positive variable rate of change. This one appears to be a straight line, so that means it is constant rate of change and negative. So negative, constant rate of change. This one is obviously not a line, so it is a variable, and we cannot tell if it is positive or negative, so we're just going to say that it's a variable rate of change. This one appears to be constant because it is a line, so it is a negative, because it's going downhill, constant rate of change. And this one too is both negative and positive, so we're just going to tell us that it is a variable rate of change. So those are ones that you just evaluate based upon whether it's a straight line or a curved line, and it tells you the answers based upon that. These down here want you to circle the ones that are non-linear. So the only one that is not a line is this one. Down here, which one represents the linear function? That would be this one right here. So those should be your answers. Hopefully you're ready for what's to come.